Hey, so I wanted to talk about a subject that keeps coming up in the gym. It's a touchy subject, actually. It comes up between friends sometimes, and clients ask for my advice all the time, which it's interesting because I'm not a doctor, but it's drugs. And I have friends that come to me and say, will this affect my health, my training? And when I say drugs, I mean like all sorts of drugs. I get questions about, medical drugs and how that affects training when there's an option of whether or not to take them, like high blood pressure, cholesterol drugs, things like that. And then questions about like mind-altering drugs, like antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication, stuff like that. And then I get questions about, the social drugs, alcohol, not so much smoking anymore, a little bit though, and marijuana is a big one too. So one thing that we do in Pace Fitness is we talk about the hard stuff. We talk about stuff that typically doesn't get talked about. And I wanted to make this video to kind of just let you know what I think about it. My approach on this is essentially drugs are a cover-up. There's something going on, and whether it's a medical condition, a mental condition, or a social condition, the drugs are covering something. And my approach to fitness and health is to address those things directly and not cover them. Granted, there's always a time when drugs are life-saving and necessary, but there's also the underlying thing that's not being addressed. So with fitness, for example, if you are on a cholesterol medication or a high blood pressure medication, you are treating a symptom of the lifestyle that has led you to high blood pressure and high cholesterol. And you can take the medication and it's a quick fix, boom, everything's regulated and you're safe. But if you continue on that lifestyle and that pattern that you have been engaging in that got you there, it's not going to change all the other factors that go along with that. So by addressing those things directly, changing how you eat, changing your activity levels in your day, you can actually fix the problem and potentially get off the medication. I've seen it happen time and time again. And when it comes to things like the social drugs, alcohol, marijuana, things like that, same thing, honestly. Like, why can't you go out and have a good time without consuming a large amount of alcohol or taking marijuana or taking whatever drugs that make a concert more fun? It's like, what sort of things can we do to increase your confidence without that? What sort of things could we do to increase your ability to have fun without those aids? There are side effects, and those side effects do have long-term effects with only short-term gain or short-term pleasure out of it. The other ones are the anti-anxiety, anti-depression drugs. Those ones have major side effects. And same thing, it's like you are unhappy. Why are you unhappy? Are you suppressing your drive to do something in your life? Are you unhappy in a relationship that needs to be addressed and handled? What is the underlying thing? Like, let's address those things. Let's get you happy, because based on your own movement to make things happy, not get you happy by just covering up whatever it is that's bothering you. It can be applied anywhere. We can take ibuprofen or other anti-inflammatory drugs to cover something up. And I try to get my athletes to feel their bodies. And I don't want their body numb. I want them to feel what's going on so that we can address that directly. So that's my take on drugs in general. I am not a doctor, I'll say that again. I am a coach, I'm a trainer. I'm here to help with health and fitness. But I do see how these other drugs, the social drugs, the antidepressants, the anti-anxiety, all those things do affect fitness, and they do affect health. And so my athletes talk to me about that, and that's what I tell them. And I try to help them with those other aspects to keep them off of them and keep them working towards really resolving the underlying issue. So reach out to me if you have any questions, and let's talk about it.